Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about goals and goal setting, what goes into that process, kind of the thoughts plus the execution of it. But first, I got to take Louis for a walk, so I'll catch you in a little bit. Goals. What's up guys? As you can see, I changed locations. I'm still trying to work on these different camera angles and everything and see what they look like from different places. So figure why not try it over here. Definitely still learning, so any tips or advice you guys have, I am all ears. Today we're really talking about goals. I want to talk about goals in general, my personal goals, and then kind of reevaluating and adjusting goals as you go along. So goals in general are something that you want to achieve. You got short-term and long-term goals, and I mean, really it's up to you. It's very customizable to whatever it is you're working toward, how long the long-term goals are or how short the short-term goals are. All that matters is that it's something that you are wanting to achieve and something that you can achieve. And really, sometimes the timing is the trickiest part of it all. Is this something that's going to take me longer than a year, or is this something I can do within the next year? I heard somewhere it said most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 5 years. So in the mind it's saying, oh, in a year I can absolutely get these things done, but we don't realize how quick that year flies by. But then 5 years, all of a sudden, right, we get everything done within the first couple years and realize that we really undershot our goal. So there's long-term goals and short-term goals. And within those, you have your easy goals and your challenging goals. So easy goals are things that shouldn't be too difficult to accomplish, and your challenging goals are those that it's going to take a little more effort and everything. Now, just because something's a long-term goal doesn't mean that it's necessarily a challenging goal, and just because something's a short-term goal doesn't mean that it's an easy goal. There are some things that we can get done quickly, but it's really going to take a lot from us to get it done. And there are things that are going to take a while, but it's not really a challenge, it's just the time constraints that you have to push through. I think, for example, one of my goals I'll talk about a little bit is being able to do 100 push-ups straight. I want to be able to just drop and do 100. This is a goal that's going to take time, but it's not a goal that's going to, I'm not going to be dead tired every day after trying to push out the 100 push-ups, right? I'm going to find out where my maximum push-up is, and I'm going to increase it bit by bit over the next period of time. And hopefully within the next year, I'd be able to finally do 100 push-ups. So the term is long, right? It's not something I can say by the end of this week, I want to be able to do 100 push-ups. That'd be insane. That'd be cool, but that would be insane. But to say over the next year, I want to chip away at this goal bit by bit. I want to get there. Now, of course, this channel is focused primarily on fitness and really my fitness journey, inviting you along with it and learning from you guys and learning how to do these things better, how to use YouTube as a creative outlet and try different things. But goals don't just have to be around fitness, of course, right? We all have goals. My goal is to, for you, it could be graduate high school, graduate college, graduate with your master's. I just did finish one of my big goals of completing my master's degree. And it's like, all right, this goal was complete. Now what's next? Now we'll talk more about that, especially later. But another important thing, I think, is for you to make your goals known, to write them down in a journal or on a piece of paper, to put them in a mirror so that they're known to you and a regular reminder, this is something that I'm working toward. But then also publish it to someone else. Could let your family, your friends know. Could be something that you post on social media. Now, one of my big hesitations in making the YouTube videos and in posting things online and just putting myself out there is, I have this fear of criticism, this fear of, what's the haters, this fear of people that are going to criticize my goals, criticize my progress, that are going to just come against and say, well, he's not strong enough, he's not fast enough, he's not doing this well enough, he's not doing that well enough. And I finally realized recently, and this is one of the reasons I finally pulled the trigger and started this channel, that it didn't really matter what those people said. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never gone out, right, and seen someone who was working hard towards a goal and failed and judged them and said, you messed up, you're not good enough, you're not great enough, stop, right? And I've never even gone and seen someone, so say someone set a goal and they said, I want to be able to do X, Y, and Z. And at the end of the day, they weren't able to complete any of it, right? Or maybe it was just laziness. They got lazy and didn't finish any of it. Now, I've got a little less patience for that, right? But because you set your goal and because you're reviving that goal focus, I have a lot of respect for you because you're working towards this goal. It might have taken you longer than you were hoping. You might have gotten distracted and off the path a little bit, but you decided that this is something you want to do. You came back to it. You have my respect. So in a little bit, I'm going to tell you about my goals. Go ahead and put them out there, and I expect you guys to hold me accountable. And that's one of the big things, is accountability. You share this with people so that they will hold you accountable. I know that my family and friends, that the internet, that YouTube, that Instagram, that wherever knows that this is something I'm trying to accomplish. So I need to make sure that I'm working towards it because I want them to hold me accountable. So I'll share with you my goals in a little bit. But first, it's time for some AM training. Slight change of plans. Apparently they're calling for some pretty bad thunderstorms here till probably early afternoon. So instead of running, like was the plan, warm-up's done and now we're gonna lift. Today is a push day. So we're gonna go ahead and lift, and then early this afternoon, or once the rain clears up and cools off just a little bit, then we're gonna go do our long run. Another change of plans. Turns out the equipment is in my bedroom and my wife is in the bedroom and she's asleep. So instead of waking her up early on a Saturday, I'm just gonna wait and I'm just gonna keep drinking coffee. Hey, plot twist. We are gonna go for a run. It's cleared up, as you can see. Really nice outside, a little hot, but we're gonna go for our run. It's an hour, 20-minute run. It's been a while since I ran, so I'm not expecting anything special, but we're gonna give it a go, see where we're at. So let's go. Oh my gosh, guys, I have been utterly humiliated. Oh man, I knew I had some catching up to do, but this is pretty bad. I'm gonna stay out for the full time. It's just not gonna be pretty, so I'll catch you in a few. So that was bad. That did not go quite according to plan. Hey. So the goal was go out and run an hour, 20 minutes. And I knew the speed wouldn't be the best. Like I said, it's been a couple months since I ran, but I didn't think it would be quite that bad. So I went out and started, and we started at an okay pace, about an 8-minute mile pace, and after about 2.5 miles, it's just kind of your classic out of shape run. I was breathing heavy, my feet were heavy, just it did not go how I wanted it to go, but that's kind of what you get when you take so long off training. It's unfortunate. I was hoping that I knew I would have to do some recovering, but I was hoping it wouldn't be quite so much. But now I know going forward, and I guess now is as good a time as any to talk about what my personal goals are, and then even reevaluating your goals after something like this. So if you haven't guessed already, my two main overall goals are to run an Ironman triathlon, a full distance one, which, in case you don't know, is a 2.5-mile swim, 112-mile bike, and then a marathon, which is 26.2 miles. And it's a triathlon, so you're doing all three of those. You'll swim, then bike, then run. And my goal is to, within the next, hopefully, year, be able to at least accomplish one of those. Now, I know it's not going to be like oh, I finished top 10, but I figured at least complete one of those. The other goal is to finish something that I saw online, and it's lift a 1, 2, 3, 4, which is an overhead press with one plate on each side, but overhead shoulder press with 1, bench press with 2, back squat with 3, deadlift with 4. So it's a 135 overhead press, a 225 bench press, a 315 back squat, and a 405 deadlift. So in a little bit I'm going to rest, and then I'm going to work on some strength training. Today's a press day, a push day. But regarding goals, that's my, I guess you could say, main goal, my main focus. That's what I'm wanting to accomplish above all else. Now, after something like today, where I assumed that my level was up here, and obviously it's way down here, I'm definitely going to need to go back, reevaluate the training plan. Today is the day that's usually the long day, and I definitely overestimated my ability. I'm going to have to go back, reevaluate, which is something you have to do with your goals. When you realize that progress isn't going how you expected in your goals, you need to reevaluate. So I'm going to rest a little bit, and then we're going to do some strength training, probably hang out with Louie a little bit, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. What's up, guys? So I'm going to go ahead and do a lift today. It is a push day, but I'm going to take it a little light. Ended up having to do some things for work, so time's a little pressed. It's getting really late, and to be honest, I'm exhausted. But not exactly ideal, but again, like we were talking about, changing your goals and your expectations as you go through. So this isn't the norm, but it's where we're at for tonight. And getting back at it, of course, training's not quite where I'd like it to be, but have patience with me. We'll get better with the videos. We'll get better with the training. So just going to do some bench press, some overhead shoulder press, and yeah, let's get to it. So the lift is done. Like I said, it wasn't really much of anything, just really some maintenance, keeping the arms warm and all. But and really I just wanted to see how it would do with the weights that were recommended. But it is what it is. So we'll get back at it Monday. Tomorrow is my day off when I rest from working out. So hopefully we'll see some recovery. And thank you guys for your patience. I know some of you have already contacted me, those that I know personally, and have given tips and advice in the video. So let me know things that you'd like to see. Let me know any advice that you have in making these videos, even training advice. I would like to talk about the purpose for the channel in the future, but just kind of a rough overview right now is basically I'm using it as a creative outlet, a place where I can just experiment and try different things, and coupling it with something I enjoy, which is training, which I'm really getting back into. So thank you guys for watching, and remember, in all that you do, always give your all in all. See you guys next time.